Marilyn has a box to remind her of her husband.
That's his order of service.
On a very ordinary morning last year, Phil picked up his travel card and headed out to the station to go to work.
Off he went. He had his tea, he kissed me goodbye and off he went, and he did never come home until his funeral.
The tram he was in overturned on a bend because the driver had fallen asleep. Today's official report also found Phil and the other 6 people who died were thrown under the train when the windows smashed. One of 15 recommendations is those windows be changed.
If there'd been laminated glass, perhaps everyone would have been contained in that tram. Yeah, there would have been injuries, but there may have not been any fatalities.
You can see that trams slow right down as they come out of the tunnel. There is a 20 km/h speed limit at the beginning of the bend, but that tram last year was doing 73 km/h as it went into that corner, almost 4 times the speed limit.
This digital recreation shows exactly how the tram tipped onto its side. This risk of overturning hadn't been properly thought about, say investigators, even though the same thing almost happened 10 days earlier. A passenger reported it, but the investigation into it hadn't yet begun.
It almost happened 10 days before and nothing was done.
Well, as I say, something was done and it was in the process of being investigated. And as I've said, those investigations now will happen even more promptly because we've got visibility of them.
Because it took 10 days to even start an investigation.
Well, as I said, the report went to the operator. The operator was acting on it.
For Marilyn, today's complex report with details of how Phil died has been hard to hear.
Anger, upset, frustration, guilt, just everything.
Why do you feel guilt?
Because if I'd have said to him, don't go to work, he wouldn't have gone. He would never have been on that tram.
Marilyn says she persuaded Phil to go into his building site that morning, despite the rain. The purpose of today's report wasn't to apportion blame, but to explain how this could have happened on that very ordinary morning. Dominic Reynolds, 5 News.